Hello, welcome to the Crystal Men. Very serious episode.
Yeah, we're serious now. I'm Tom.
I'm serious Jim.
I'm even more serious, Tom.
I'm Steven. And we're talking about Mirror Gem.
Yes, episode 25. And let me start out. This was the episode that really got me into Steven Universe. I remember watching it beforehand and, liking it, liking the world, liking the aesthetics. It was this episode I'm like, oh, crap, this has the potential to be, a really interesting show. So I have a lot of positive things to say about this episode.
Yeah, it just makes you, recontextualize everything, because if a mirror was a person, if a mirror was a gem, then who was centipedal? That's the first thought, is oh my god, centipedal was a person too, probably.
Yeah, there's a lot of fridge logic and kind of fridge horror that we'll get into. But I guess let's start with just, the very beginning of the episode.
Really cute, just one-off Connie design here, where she's going to tennis practice or whatever.
Just saying, hey, and they're just buds now. I love that too. Her parents just are fine with taking her over to Beach City, every day in the summer to hang out with Steven.
But not today.
Well, not today, because it's tennis practice and family dinner. But that's probably Steven's her only friend, right?
Seems like it.
I mean, she kind of made that point in the introductory episode.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And so she makes an offhand mention to school, and Steven's like, "What is school?"
And yeah,
this is the first time it's really brought up, because you could just be under the impression, Steven is it might be summertime, but they're like, no, summertime is happening now. Yeah. Steven has not ever been to school,
which explains a lot about his early character, A.
Yes.
And B, it's Greg, what the fuck, man? I know he's a crystal gem, he's a half-human hybrid, but, educate your son, my dude.
Greg is kind of the secret villain of Steven.
Greg is an absent father. I mean, half absent.
He kind of is an absent father. Actually,
he just gives divorced dad energy.
It's funny when he should have dead wife energy.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He's bringing the wrong kind of energy.
I get the mentality of he cannot have an idea of what Steven's capable of, what the whole deal is, but don't just drop your son off and be all right, the gems will take care of him.
Yeah, I think it's revealed Steven doesn't have a social security number. That's why I don't think he was circumcised, because
that's the one thing that they did get done.
He's like, Steve, I know a guy.
It's so important, Steve.
I know a guy, Steve.
But anyway, so
he's talking to his baby son, his infant newborn son.
I gotta circumcise you. So Steven's like, oh, school, that sounds neat. And gets Pearl to gather a bunch of stuff that Connie was talking about.
Yeah, literally that's all. He has no context for what it's used for. It's just chalkboard.
And I just love that Pearl's just happy to go along with it and do stuff with Steven, because early, the very first couple of episodes, it almost seemed like they didn't want to have anything to do with Steven a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know that wasn't the case, and that might just be me looking too much into it, but it's nice to see these moments where they're just happy to
spend time with him,
and
indulge
do stuff
him.
with him.
Yeah, indulge his fantasies.
Exactly. And then Steven says that, school is supposed to educate, and Pearl goes, oh my god, that's a great idea. Once again, you'd think they would have thought of this earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should teach Steven about gem culture and history, and I mean, I guess they don't have a precedent for it. They just...
Yeah.
So, do gems awaken kind of like a supercomputer just knowing everything about their history, about mathematics? I know we
remember.
Get Amethyst doesn't know anything and can't even talk.
Yeah, but she's also specifically an Earth gem,
an Earth gem that was
a mass production,
over incubated too.
Yeah, so she's not a good example of this. So maybe,
do the homeworld gems just pop out and they are fully realized adult?
Yeah, I think so. And I think also part of it too is who knows? They could have some kind of other technology that they use to hyper teach, super
rapid
quick
download,
teach. Yeah. But it's kind of neat too. All this talk about school, and then in Steven Universe Future we have the homeschool, which it's kind of a neat little I like this idea of seeing Steven at the beginning of this, and all he really cares about is like getting out for summer.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he cares about.
Now
really.
he gets to be on summer vacation too, which he was excited about. But in wanting to teach Steven, Pearl pulls out of her mass inventory, which she just has a bag of holding in her head, which is kind of
at all times. Yeah,
at all times. I mean, we get to see it later, but
I do want to say this is like the most incomprehensible joke here for me. This like weird like karate thing that Pearl does.
I don't
really think it's very funny. I don't think it's interesting. It's just kind of like...
Didn't really see the point of that. She could have just pulled it out of her head. It kind of was...
Or if she could have done like a different pose. She literally does like, hi-yaw. It's like, what the fuck? What were they...
Also, did she influence Japanese culture?
She was around before. I don't know. It's funny because Pearl is like the detached one. Like, Pearl's detached from human culture, whereas Amethyst embraces it. I could see Amethyst doing something like this as like a gag. Like, I saw this in a movie, but... To me, it's like, why is Pearl like...
It was just kind of, a weird off-character bit, I guess.
I guess just a joke. I'm not sure, but...
Didn't land.
The shot where the Lapis mirror... Oops, spoilers. We were talking about Steven Universe's future. The shot where the mirror exits her head, so it kind of... Everything comes out like a ball and then takes form from her head. The shot is so fucking cool. They did not need to go so hard.
That hard with the animation. I mean,
where like you see the mirror rotating, so it's rotating in air, but it's also moving towards Steven. So you're getting the reflections of the room around him as it's spinning.
Growing. Like it was just really well done. They dropped some serious time and dedication on this one.
It just gives you like immediate focus on this mirror, and you see the gem immediately.
Yeah, like, you see a cracked gem,
which your brain's already primed because last episode was
we just got that
gem crackage.
So Pearl's saying that this mirror, is a repository basically of gem history, and you can tell it to recite something, and it will. Doesn't work when she does it. So she figures it's broken, but Steven's like, I'm just gonna keep it.
So yeah, Steven's goofing around with it. So I just want to talk about this now. I'm thinking about it. So. Is it literally just like processing Lapis's memories?
I want to get into that in a little bit when we get to Lapis coming out, because I have thoughts on that too.
So yeah, we see Steven. He's kind of goofing around. Like the town is a little more lively than usual because it's summer break. He's running around like holding the mirror.
Yeah,
also, he's looking at the mirror and then running backwards. It's very silly.
Runs into to Lars and Sadie, and just another way that Lars is just a tool and an asshole.
He's just, I don't know why Sadie talks to him.
He's talking about like he's excited that he has the potential to have girls cheat on their boyfriends with him.
But also he only wants to like hit on them because he makes a joke about like, and I might even call the phone numbers if I get them. It's like, so he just wants to like hit or I guess he just wants to hit it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he actually wants.
Yeah.
But then, Sadie's like, well, maybe I'll make a friend. But Sadie, have some fucking self-respect, girl. And also, like...
Just don't talk to him.
Stop being implicit in him being a shitty person and being like, it's okay because I love him.
Yeah, she really is. Like, it's really frustrating.
I hate the both of them. I like them, but I hate them.
They are such a bad duo.
Ugh, they're just... But anyway, Steven just nopes out of there. Does a Michael Jackson walk while moving backwards.
And he makes a hee-hee.
Makes a hee-hee.
Which is very funny.
Also, Michael Jackson canonically still exists in this universe.
Am I crazy, or is there another Michael Jackson reference in Steven Universe?
I'm pretty sure he dons the white suit at some point.
I think you're right.
Like the Smooth Criminal. We'll have to find that.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Let's keep going. So... we see him almost get hit by Mayor Dewey, and this is the first time
the mirror activates.
Yes, so the mirror plays a scene of
Steven saying
or of Lars saying look out or something because he bumped into Lars earlier. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, and so Steven's like, oh my god, you can talk.
Yeah, you're real, like you're not broken.
The mirror starts, utilizing clips of Steven and their interactions to talk to Steven.
Which I fucking love this so much.
I do too. That's why I'm like, that's just a cool way
It's so cool.
And then it's like, again, cool from a writing perspective because you're using... You're planning for that, like, early on in the story to be able to use those bits.
Like the one Steven that Lars says, Steven, is used throughout the episode. And it's just like, it's great. And something I love too is like the sort of escalation of it, because at first it only has like the one scene with Lars and Sadie, but then it starts getting more shit, and then later on with the whole Garnet thing at the end, it's got this whole like really like elaborate way that it communicates, and it's so fucking cool. And it's also that scary aspect too, because
it's creepy.
Steven is having fun, but as a viewer, I'm like, why is it like alive?
Yeah, we get the, rewatching it now, we kind of are spoiled a little bit in that we know what happens. But yeah, I remember watching this, I'm like, this seems weird and manipulative.
Yeah.
But Steven is excited, spends the day with the mirror, and then wants to go take it back to the gems to show it off. And the mirror's like, no!
Yeah, explicitly. It's like, it's screaming because it's doing the Steven, like, no scream. And Steven spends like the whole day with it. It's really charming. So I will say there's one like little out of character joke to me where Mayor Dewey is like giving a speech and then Steven makes like a fart noise.
Yeah.
And then they keep playing it for gags. Like this Mayor Dewey's like, a hot, wet summer wind. And then Lapis will make the fart noise.
Okay, I do have a question with that too. So, we know that the mirror is Lapis Lazuli. So has Lapis ever experienced a fart before? Do gems fart?
They cannot. They probably shouldn't.
I mean...
That's a really good point.
They don't eat. Why would they need a fart? And then, so...
She picked it up real quick.
She picked that up very quickly. I mean, Steven comments, you got a lot of mileage out of that bit.
Yeah. But also, I love the scene where, like, Lapis Mirror says that Steven's her friend. And just because, like... I'm so touched by this, like, little episode, this connection that Steven makes with this creature that has not had any interaction.
Any type of friendship. Yeah, and... Yeah, being able to do so much with so little too, like but it is really, it's sweet with kind of an underlying weirdness to it
because something bad is gonna happen. Like that there's a reason why they're using this as a tool.
But then so Steven goes back to the house to show the gems. And the mirror is hesitant to work initially.
Yeah.
But then it does talk to Steven, and you see the gems turn in, like, complete shock.
They all react. Even Amethyst reacts when Steven's
seriously,
like... Steven's like, it's a person! And, like, so... It's not like it's just a Pearl thing. Like, they all are aware that...
And very much on guard immediately.
Yeah.
And so, as it's talking to Steven, they all get up, and Garnet says, it would be better for us to keep that for safekeeping. And this is like the first instance that we get of Steven going against the grain and saying, like, no, this thing is terrified of you, because the mirror keeps screaming, like, as the gems approach. And, I mean, he knocks Garnet away and knocks off her glasses, and we get a really kind of creepy, like, anger shot. And this is where, like, the tonal shift kind of comes in. And it, like... it's the episode just turns very quickly from like the lighthearted gags earlier to like now it's getting serious. Like they do it so well.
Yeah, it's great too because we also kind of have like the progression of the day. Like it's now nighttime when Steven confronts them, and a lot of the action happens outside at night. So it's just I just can't say much except like I'm just am floored with this episode. Like I love that interaction with Steven and Garnet, and like even Steven is like he knows he overstepped. He runs away. He's like, I'm sorry.
But I mean,
he shouldn't be like.
He did not overstep. I mean, this is the first instance we get. Hey, maybe the gems aren't as perfect and always right, and always the good guys. Like,
and we really like we see that with Centipedal too. Like. Steven has this instinct to help, to be nice. But the gems are just not, they've disassociated that. Like to them, like, oh, broken, especially talking about like Rose not being around, a cracked gem can't be healed. Oh, but we can use it as a tool. So
yeah,
we just like pretend that's not a human anymore.
Is kind of a slightly earlier example, like to a lesser degree, but because the gems do go along with Steven on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steven has this caring nature and just wants to help others and other things, but he runs away with the mirror, and the gems like, they're like, oh, he's getting it, he's in trouble. So they fan out to search for him, and he asks the mirror like, what can he do to help? And the mirror, this is the first time the mirror like shows something that isn't directly, what they what he was viewing earlier.
Like something from before.
It actually shows Steven removing the gem, which he does, and the mirror shatters. And then we get my babe, Lapis Lazuli.
Oh my
comes
god,
out, and,
I love Lapis so much.
I love everything about her. I love the design.
I know.
I just
I vividly remember like this episode, and like the design for me is like perfect.
It's so like she looks so mysterious and like alien and otherworldly while still being like human too. It's just a nice blend. Like
she really complements the other gems, but is also such a different silhouette. So like the darker blue is like it's like very mysterious, as you're saying.
One color, like a nice flowing dress.
Yeah, I love her design so much. It's like perfect for me. I like
no notes. They change her design later, which is fine. I get it. Character development.
Yeah.
This version of Lapis Lazuli, I think, is just top tier, and her eyes are still that like glossy mirror instead of normal human looking eyes. But
she's still cracked. Yeah,
and she goes like, "Oh my god, you actually helped me." So now we're starting to get into the why was she trapped? But the gems arrive.
I want to stop you really quick.
Yeah, of course.
There's the scene where he removes the gem is so fucking awesome. So as he's removing it, it's like it's a challenge, and there's like light coming out of the whatever the crevice, the thing that
and you see the water from the ocean pull closer to the gem,
and it makes so there's kind of like a hexagonal
almost like a Full Metal Alchemist
star shape
kind of like design to it. Yeah,
and that you see that on the mirror itself, and then that similar pattern, except it's a little more elaborate, appears under him, and it just looks fucking amazing. And there's so much weight put into this. It's not just like Steven like takes her out, but it's like it's just so impactful, and it's so dramatic. Like
it
I just can't get over
at you,
it.
Like this is important. I mean, you compare it to him grabbing like the time orb from a couple episodes ago, and it's like it's just amongst a pile of different stuff. Like he grabs it, things happen. This one's like it's the feeling you get when you're like pulling the Master Sword out, very Zelda-esque, like
there's so much build up to it, and it's really important because in a way he's taking her from like a prison that's. I don't know if they ever give a number to it, but it must have been hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Thousands of years. I mean, we know it was before, like, all of the other crystal gems were shattered. So, I mean, and that was thousands, because they go through history later and they show, like...
This bitch had her own little Spinel arc going, and... She didn't even get...
and this is where, like...
she didn't even get a song.
This is where the fridge horror comes in, because... now we're getting into, are the crystal gems, like, the good guys? I mean, this episode, again, not knowing what future episodes bring, like, just watching it fresh, she was imprisoned by them, as far as we're led to believe.
And, like, so you could even say, if you're in her position as the mirror, you would do anything you could to get out. But even after she gets out, she's like loves Steven.
Yeah, like, still wants
she's
to
like
be friends.
Steven, let's go home. Like we're going to Homeworld.
Yeah, I mean
we don't belong here.
She asks if he's really a gem, and he says yeah, and that's when the other gems get there, and then you just see her go berserk.
Yeah, using her water power is so cool. She makes a big water arm
and just smashes them, and then we get.
I hated this episode. I don't know if you could tell. This episode sucked.
No,
I didn't like this one at all.
We get that. I love her musical motif too. Like her piano riff, it's just so great.
I feel listen out for that.
Oh, I mean, well, it started to repeat earlier. Like you get little hints of it, and then when she has her like, "I'm Lapis Lazuli, and you kept me trapped," then you get it in full blast. But you'll really hear it next episode. So like her and the gems fight, and it's one-sided. I mean,
it's really
Lapis is a tough mother.
She because like she puts. Garnet in her place, which is like Garnet's the strongest. Like we're always told Garnet's the strongest. She's able to pin Garnet down. Yeah, and
Steven's trying to just get between them, but she's saying like, no, those are the bad guys. Come with me.
Mm-hmm. Also, another Bible reference. She parts the sea, just like Moses.
Just instantly, there we go. Let's see what the wiki says about all of the biblical references.
Could you imagine if I look on the wiki and it's like similar to the Hebrew myth Moses? I shouldn't say myth. The Hebrew story Moses. Yeah.
But we get, so like, now kind of going back to earlier. Yeah, so the gems, like, knew that she was an actual gem, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That was broken, and they thought that she could be utilized as just a tool at that point. I mean, Pearl literally says, like, she's not supposed to talk back. Like,
yeah. That line is crazy.
Yeah, she's just supposed to follow orders, and it's like, wow, like is that how you see gems? Like, and then it recontextualizes, all of the other broken gems, like Centipedal. It's, what do they perceive them as? Like, if a gem breaks, is it just suddenly useless and like,
yes,
worthless? And then is it right to imprison it? Like, obviously it's not, but.
I have so many thoughts. I have so many connections. I don't know if I have time to make them all, but do you ever watch Black Mirror?
Yes.
Did you watch the Christmas episode? I think John Hamm's in it.
No, I didn't watch all of them, but
that one is like the last good one. That was one of the first Netflix ones before it stopped being like just a British show. But what happens in that episode is that everyone can have their own personal AI companion, and they take a scan of your brain, and then that AI companion is like supposed to know you super well.
Oh.
Then in the episode, we actually see what happens. So the woman who's the main character of the episode, when her brain gets scanned, it basically makes a clone of her that lives in a tiny like 4x4 room. And she is the AI companion.
Oh,
but she's trapped inside of like a little box and can't do anything. And John Hamm, who's like, I think it's John Hamm, who is the like, what do you call that? Like the AI,
developer,
oh my gosh,
programmer?
Kind of not. He's like the technician. He comes to set it up. He like was like, all right, so yeah, you're Nicole's AI. You don't have a soul. Like, you're not real. You just have to like do what she wants. But she's like, no, but I'm Nicole. Like, that was just me a few minutes ago. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna put you 1,000 years. You're just gonna sit there for 1,000 years. And then he like hyper accelerates time for her. And so this poor AI clone of this woman just sits there, until
years.
Like the torture eventually gets her, where she's like, all right, I'm gonna turn on the lights when Nicole walks in the room and play Nicole's favorite song.
That's crazy.
So that's what makes me think of like Lapis. Like, if they like, Lapis is not talking back. Lapis is only supposed to, Mirror Gem is only supposed to show events. Like, what kind of conditioning did they do?
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't really get a full description of how she got in the mirror, do we?
No, I don't think we ever do. If we do, I totally have memory hold it.
I mean, we'll find out soon enough, I guess, one way or another. But yeah, like, this is just one of the morally apprehensible things that either the gems are directly complicit in or just tolerate and don't give a shit about. And so it's really interesting to see Steven kind of start to see that side of it, and like, oh, like, these effectively parental figures of mine aren't perfect. Like, and what does that mean? And you kind of, I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No, I was going to go off a tangent. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Just that, like, even at the end of the episode, because Lapis leaves without Steven, even though she tried to get him, and they, Pearl runs up and just cares about if Steven's okay, and you kind of see Steven just like looking out, like confused and upset, and not really getting like, not just,
what do you
like,
do
not
next?
Just happy,
like, because you have to turn around and face the people who are your family.
Yeah, and it's like, it's the equivalent of like, your family does something really fucked up, and you're like, you're my family, but I just disagree with this. And then it ends with Garnet, like, kind of a joke or a sequitur to end it, but saying, you're so grounded.
Yeah.
It's like, haha, funny, but no, like, now things are getting serious.
It's neat because, like, so we know from our, like, seeing the whole series how things progress with Steven kind of humanizing the gems more, but this is the first time, aside from, like, the funny, like, haha, Pearl's so out of touch moments, or, well, Amethyst is weird, where we're actually, like, Steven is confronting, like, a real horrific thing that the gem, like, is just common in the gem society. Like,
and has to just...
Yeah, and they don't have, like, a base empathy. Like, that seems to be something that, like, so many of the gems, except we do see some, like, special cases, like Ruby and Ruby and, oh my god. Sapphire, thank you. Jesus Christ. Fucking Pokemon games. I should remember that. Okay. We see them sort of, like, connect and have a deeper relationship, but it isn't until Rose Quartz, like, Pink Diamond becomes Rose Quartz, that she really sees, like, she sees a human element, like Greg, like, as a curiosity, but there is a real, like, empathy that's being brought in there, and that's what Steven ends up bringing is like
just
this
spades of it.
Yeah, because like we see like obviously White Diamond has like zero empathy for anyone.
Yeah, and it kind of becomes the overarching theme of it. It's kind of, I mean, the gems see things differently. They're not human. They're aliens, and so
they're rocks.
They're literal rocks, space rocks. And so to kind of see Steven just show them a different way of thinking, and like, to Gem's credits, pick up on it pretty fast.
Like, they do. We've talked about this before, but like it'd be like if I picked up a new skill in like 20 seconds. It's the lifetime equivalent.
Yeah, I mean, they thousands and thousands of years, and then within the course of like 6 months, like you see Gems turn around and really learn to like care about things and people and the greater world beyond like Gem society. And you'll get that more with more homeworld gems, but regardless, I mean, we're jumping ahead a little bit. Like, for now, Steven's in a very weird place, and this episode does not end on like a happy note at all.
No,
I don't remember like if this
was a two-parter.
Yeah, if this was the first half of the episode, because we're just watching them, episode by episode, but this was probably meant to be part one of the two-parter.
I think you're right. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Also, fun fact. So we are recording this episode. I'll just spoil it. September 25th, 2025. This episode originally aired September 25th, 2014. This episode is exactly 11 years old today.
Well, happy birthday, episode.
We're very happy.
Yeah, what a day. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes of Steven Universe.
It's so fucking good. And like, it's really funny how there's kind of like a lot of silliness in it. Like, they do a good job front loading it with silliness to kind of disarm you into thinking, it's gonna be like a
episode of the week
with the townies. Like, that's something too. We've gotten like, what do they call that? Like, we're fucking feasting right now with like gem lore episodes.
Oh yeah, we're getting back to back to back.
We're gonna be so mad when it's fucking
just all towny
episodes over and over again.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. But yeah, I mean, the first half of the episode is literally to disarm you.
This was aired as a two-parter.
Okay,
so they both aired the same day.
And that's kind of what makes the wham shot so like. I mean, the wham shot being literally Steven whamming Garnet, like, such an immediate tonal shift, because you instantly go from fun to like a seriousness that you have not yet seen in the show.
Yeah, and also the fact, like, it's so scary that Seymour Garnet's looming over Steven. Like, don't make me take that away from you.
Yeah,
like,
and then seeing the three eyes and being like, the effect is like, yeah, you're not human. Like,
yeah, it's a great reminder of just like these aren't humans.
Yeah, with sunglasses on, Garnet, seems just like any other person, but it's just two different societies.
That's really good.
So good.
It's so fucking good.
Lapis is so cute.
Lapis design is so fucking good. I was so inspired when I watched this episode for the first time to draw Lapis. I just love Lapis.
I know. I think Lapis is my favorite Steven Universe character, or at least one of them.
I would say from a design standpoint, yes. The problem is like
later Lapis kind of falls off a lot, but
I feel like they just kind of don't know what to do with her later. Like, she's great as a supporting character, like in the baseball episode. I love her so much in the baseball episode. She's so fucking funny. But like, her and Peridot just kind of get like, all right, you guys just get thrown together.
Yeah, I guess we're just pairing you as,
which I wouldn't necessarily like think to pair them together. I don't know.
It's literally like ship the spares.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, or whatever it's called. Pair the spares is the trope.
Pair the spares. That's hilarious. I've never heard that before.
It's
that
just
makes sense.
When you're like the secondary characters of a cast. Yeah, well, we'll put them together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Shakespeare thing.
But yeah, I am very excited for the next episode and the fallout that like comes from these episodes in the future too. Yeah,
this has been kind of the big highlight for me, like getting to these episodes.
Very much excited about.
And we're only like
25. That's not...
Season 1 is I think 50 episodes long, so we're only about like halfway into season 1.
Yeah, because I mean, again, these are like 12-minute episodes, so on a traditional show, it's episode 12.
Yeah, we really would only be on like episode 12.
So it's very much a mid-season point.
Yeah,
that we kind of now start to get a little bit more into it, and this is when I first start really liking Steven as a character too. Like I love Steven and I love like his wackiness, but like you're really seeing all of his best traits kind of shine forth in this episode. And the fact that he's not just going to go along with something that he has a moral opposition to. Like, and, you know, in a childish way, rebellion-wise, like this episode, but you'll see that kind of shine forth later, and it just exemplifies what's good about his character and why I love Steven Universe so much.
Yeah, he can't just stand by.
Yeah.
He can't stand by when bad things happen. And I think it's great, too, because we get him so innocent in the beginning.
Yes.
He's such an innocent little goober, and then he's really confronted. It's like, it's such a weird thing to say, but if you ever have a day where you just get, like, everything's normal, and then something, like,
crazy
like real shit happens, and you just gotta, like, sober your brain up and be like, yeah, that's kind of like what Steven had a great time making a new friend, and then it's like, oh my god, my world is changing.
Yeah, literally, my worldview has just upended itself. So it is nice to see him, from the beginning of the series, like, you watch him grow and deal with, like, information as it's just thrown upon his shoulders.
Really good.
Hate this episode.
I can't. I just love this fucking show. I love this fucking episode.
So I mean, I think that's pretty much it for this one. But
we can wrap it up.
Excited to talk about the next one. And for those who are watching, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I don't think there's no crying.
I
don't think there's any actual tears.
Like, when he was running away, maybe there was. Maybe. We forgot to say there was crying in the last episode, of course.
Fuck.
But I mean, it's kind of the whole point of the episode, so.
Damn, we didn't even. Yeah. All right. No hugs. Yeah, no hugs. All right. So I'm gonna end it with a.
Yeah, give us your one-liner.
My one-liner. I was thinking about this one for 2 seconds. Mirror, mirror in my hand, show me pearls, sweet. Sweatband.
Ah, okay. Oh, wait. She doesn't ever get a sweatband.
You heard it first, fans. Draw a pearl with a sweatband.
All right, everybody, please submit your pearl sweatband art. And
we'll pick the best one. We'll send you an Xbox One. Just kidding.
No, we're poor. We love you. Bye.